Bienvenidos otra vez. Seguimos aquí jugando Martha is Dead. Vamos a cortar la introducción. El juego está súper interesante. Estamos gozando. Pero wey, les exhorto que si no has visto la primera parte, ¿para qué estás viendo esta si esta es la segunda? Estamos gozando. Ok, vamos a ver ¿dónde fue que nos quedamos aquí? Todavía no tenemos la llave. Estábamos... Bueno, la última vez que jugamos fue que nos levantamos de la pesadilla esa de las cosas que nos estaba siguiendo. Y nos levantamos con, pues, sangre, muy extrañamente. De la nada. No sé si es que... No creo que es porque está en sus días del mes. No creo que sea por eso. Ok, aquí. ¿Qué ropa nos ponemos hoy? Pues
What
no
am
hay.
I thinking? I would stain my clothes with
No,
blood.
no. Mi mala mía. Ok, let's take a shower. But first, let me take a shower.
That's better. But I still don't understand all of that blood. That's never happened to me before. But I'm not going to tell my doctor. Otherwise he'll make me stay in bed and rest.
Qué raro. O sea, que asumo ahora que tengo que ponerme ropa. Vamos a ponernos la grisecita
This
esta.
dress is only for special occasions.
¿O sí? ¿Y este? Verdecito. Que me encanta el verdecito. Ok, vamos a ver qué hay que hacer ahora. A ver.
It's very rude, but I could pick up the phone and listen to their conversation.
Ajá, ¿dónde está el teléfono? El peño no va a estar. Ahora aquí. Vamos a escuchar.
How are you doing today, Rennie?
I'm worried, Father. Very worried. We found more partisan tracks in the woods, right next to the house. That Lapo, I suspect he may be involved in the death of...
No, please don't say that. It's not possible. I know the boy and I don't...
Father, anything is possible in these dark times. Anything. That boy didn't even come to say goodbye to Julia. Didn't they love each other dearly?
He must be terribly scared, and Julia always used to say that.
Yeah, sure, she used to say they were just friends, but you know too, right? Friends are not supposed to do such things, Father. Or are they? But anyway, you're defending them both. You, my husband, and even the nanny who, deep down, is a good woman.
The nanny. I believe the nanny is the one who hurt Julia. With her evil passion for those cards. They are cursed things. I hope you made them disappear.
Of course. I keep them safe in my room. Anyway, you must forgive me, Father. I have to go. They've come to pick me up. Have a good day.
You too.
Lapo's involved in Martha's death. My mother is losing her mind again. How could anyone even imagine such nonsense? And Don Attilio, he is a great friend, but what a weird view. Those cards are just a game, but most importantly, they're mine. Why on earth did they take them from me?
Following the dramatic news from the countryside, Archbishop Toccarelli will protest with the French in the city for the raping being committed by invading troops. New ordinance for the safety of citizens. From this moment on, it is forbidden for anyone to leave their homes and walk the streets of San Cassiano.
General
All
Edict
windows,
K.
including
New
cellars,
rules
house
on curfew
entrances,
and women's
doorways,
behavior.
must remain
German
closed
command of
night
S.
and day.
Vincenzo
The
Atturi.
population
Telephone number
requires to stay in their
1185.
cells, or, where these do not exist, churches and other large buildings. The patrols of German armed forces have orders to shoot at people who
The
are on the
radio needs
street
to be kept on at
or
all
who are
times these
found
days.
looking out of
It
their
can save your
windows.
life
I shall
knowing things
repeat
on
for
time,
clarity.
especially
Wow.
before they
For
happen.
the safety of
No me
citizens.
imagino para estos
From
tiempos.
this moment on, it is forbidden for anyone to leave
Tiempos
their
de la
homes.
guerra.
25 ISO
Walk the
film.
streets
When the
of
sun is
San
high in the
Cassiano.
sky, it's
All
perfect.
windows, including cellars, house
Muy
entrances, and
interesante.
doorways, must remain closed
Entonces,
night and day.
antes la
The
fílmica
population
venía con el
are
ISO
advised to stay in their
que tenía que usar en la cámara.
where these do not exist.
No, pues bien. Antes el ISO no se movía en la cámara, entonces.
Patrols of German armed forces
No se ajustaba, mejor dicho, es la
This is
palabra.
Mummy's jewellery.
who are on the street
She wears them every day.
who are found
Even though
looking out
Daddy
of their
says it's impractical and dangerous to show signs of wealth these days. As usual, she doesn't want to listen to reason and ends up arguing with Daddy until he goes to play war, as she says.
Mm.
Dear Mother, this is hard, but I have something to tell you. I found out that Julia is pregnant. Go to the lake tomorrow morning at 7 and watch her as she bathes. You'll see that her tummy is growing.
What?
Martha. What? I'm not pregnant. Why is everything becoming even more confusing? I'm searching for an explanation, but instead I'm left with more questions.
¿Cómo es? The fuck? Entonces Marta estaba embarazada, pero espérate, que no
Mommy's
hace
medicine.
sentido.
Will they do her any good? Romola, 15th of July 1944. Dear Mrs. Irene, I'm writing to let you know that all is well here at the villa. Thank you for being so considerate and caring. I apologize for the simplicity of the housing you were forced to live in. I also locked the room where the little one used to stay as requested. I've left you the key. It is the one with the pink keyring. Try to stay safe. Best regards, Nanny. Why on earth did Mummy have that door locked? It was my room. What is she trying to hide?
Mm.
Here are my cards. Nanny and I always used to play with them. She would predict my future and I pretended to predict hers. The future was always good for everyone. Maybe when she read them, she saw my true future which she hid from me. Or more likely, these cards are actually just a stupid game to reassure and deceive oneself with. But deceiving oneself is sometimes necessary. How can we live happily otherwise?
Ok. Vamos a leer las cartas aquí. Ok, el mago. Vamos a coger esta.
The end of a relationship. It's very clear, but my plans will be successful. I only need to know what these plans are.
Ok. Me está pintando aquí. Voy a poner que hay que hacer. Ok, hay que buscar las llaves y leer el periódico que está en la mesa. Yo creo que si tú no lees el periódico o algo así, la historia puede cambiar. Creo, no sé.
There's no shortage of paintings in our house. Mum is passionate about painting.
La mamá que es la que pinta. Entonces. La puerta está cerrada.
As a child, when I spent those short years with the nanny, this was my room.
Busca esa llave. Vamos a leer el periódico.
The Superior Commander of the German Federal Armed Forces announces 1. Whoever is in possession of weapons or explosives not reported to the German headquarters will be shot. 2. Whoever harbors bandits and or protects them and provides them with clothing and or weapons will be shot. 3. Whoever is aware of the existence of any rebel groups or even lone rebels without reporting them will be shot.
Wow.
War rages on the Eastern Front. An attack launched by the Soviets after hours of cannonade. The fight on this front has been going on for a long time. Fighting in Normandy. Victorious Germanic counterattack on the road from Perriers to Carentan. Pont-Heber reconquered north of Saint-Lô. Many US losses caused by the flying bomb action.
Ok, recuerden que esto es
Italian workers in Germany.
la Segunda Guerra
The
Mundial.
following rules are in place for workers who voluntarily work in Germany. A commitment of a maximum period of 1 year before returning to Italy.
Ya lo leímos. Eso es verdad. Okay. Con la llave, tengo que buscar la llave ahora. Ok. Ahora hay que revelar las fotos. Hay que revelar la foto y buscar las llaves. Ok. Desbloqueamos algo ahí. ¿Dónde podría estar la llave?
One of Daddy's many photos. Who knows who these other people are?
Entonces el cuerpo está aquí. Yo pensaba que lo iban a enterrar ya. Bueno, han pasado 2 días, ¿no? Aquí no hay nada. ¿Qué hay aquí?
These hunting rifles are not Daddy's. He never went hunting. Nanny must have left them here. This painter was a friend of Grandpa's. I always loved his paintings. As a child, I used to look at them for hours.
Ok, vamos a revelar la foto. Y esto. Hay que ponerse en una posición aquí extraña. Ahí está.
These could be of use to me. Mummy's sewing machine. She learnt how to sew because nobody else could do it to her liking. Pervertin again. I feel like these pills do nothing other than agitate her.
Otra carta.
Lorenzini haberdashery. 5 meters of grey cotton fabric. 6 meters of white linen fabric. 4 meters of green satin. Delivered on June 5th, 1944. In the event of an issue, contact us on the number 6987. And this red fabric? It's not been mentioned. Could this also be one of Mummy's, or could the nanny have left it here?
¿Y esto? Ah, vino.
Our wine. Daddy is so proud of it.
Ok, antes de revelar un chique así.
A tripod is necessary to take photos with long exposures.
Ok. Ya tenemos el trípode. El tripod.
This is the centre of our farm, but since we moved here, it hasn't worked like it used to. Security matters, Daddy says.
No creo que caiga algo, pero vamos a chequear. Vamos a revelar la foto y a ver si podemos seguir buscando las llaves. ¿Vi algo aquí? Sí.
When I was little, these barrels seemed enormous. I thought I could live inside one.
Yo que todavía tocaba ahí, mira. Ok, vamos a ver si podemos revelar esto. Ok.
With this lens, I can shoot very close up. With this lens, everything gets bigger. Blue filter, ideal for indoor photos. Red filter for super high contrast photos.
Exacto.
This lens increases the framed area. It allows me to fit more into the image. Orange filter. When there is fog, it improves the image by giving it some contrast.
A ver, tú sales aquí un fotógrafo.
A lens and a roll of infrared film. They can photograph what the naked eye cannot see. I have found what I need to take infrared photos.
Okay, primero vamos a checar esto.
I have to be careful and keep the volume down as I listen. I must go unnoticed. I am meant to be deaf after all.
Ready? Julia? You ready?
Sure, Daddy. I'm good to start.
I've already started recording.
Oh, no, my voice will sound awful.
No way, come on. Didn't you want to study singing anyway?
No, I was young and stupid when I said that.
Okay. Ready?
Go. Oh, how nice. It's the rehearsal for last week's concert. I never heard the recording. But I was right, my voice is awful. Cannot be called singing. Anyway, it's time I develop these film rolls. I can't wait any longer. I wish I could just stop time.
Chorra cámara. Vamos a revelar aquí.
These images could change everything. I cannot bear the fact that I may have hurt Martha. I would rather die. Damn my head and these memory lapses. It's such a pain not remembering. It's like getting lost inside yourself.
Oh. pero yo pensaba, vamos a agarrar esta, a ver. Vamos a darle omitir. Vamos a ver esta.
I'm carrying Martha to shore. I'm trying to save her. My memories, although fuzzy, do match reality. I feel a little better. Now I can find out who really hurt Martha. Maybe I should meet with the White Lady. She might be able to tell me something.
¿Qué?
Is this crazy talk? Yes, definitely. But what's normal about any of this? Maybe you have to be a little crazy to get anything done.
Ok, ella se quiere encontrar con el fantasma esa que vimos. Súper loca. Porque vamos a ver lo que si ya terminamos. Tenemos que seguir revelando. Ok, este es el principal. Ok, yo creo que no tenemos que revelar más ninguna. Vamos a checar por encimita, a ver. A ver si hay algo más. Si no, seguimos hacia el lago. Okay. Ven corriendo. Esto fue lo que tiramos una foto. Ese fue el casco que tiramos. Vamos a revelar esto. Ok, vamos a revelarla en 3, 2, 1, fuimos. Oye, yo asumo que no hay que hacer más nada aquí, por ahora. Vámonos al lago. Y antes de irnos, vamos a asegurarnos que las llaves están ahí. No sé, por aquí hay algo que esté las llaves escondidas. No veo nada. Digamos en el cuarto de la mamá y el papá. No encuentro las llaves de ella, man.
There are more and more weapons around, and everyone is scared after what happened.
Cualquiera, porque no veo. No puede ser ella, así que no creo que aquí haya algo. Vamos más adelante, vámonos para el lago. Vamos a buscar a la White Lady. Que está de loco, pero ella ahí se quiere ir. Vamos a llevarla. ¿Dónde que vive el mapa? Oh, mira, esta es una foto buena aquí. Ahí está, para la colección. Ok. El mapa, vamos a ver el mapa. Ok. Qué raro. A ver, objetivos. Ve al lago. Ok, vamos para el lago entonces. Normal. No creo que por aquí sea para el lago. Por lo menos este día, ¿verdad? ¿Qué puede pasar? Que nos salga la Wild Air y diga, mira, vamos a sentarnos aquí a comer manzana, a pasarla bien. Es un bonito día. No hay que correr. No, no, no. Esto es como un laberinto aquí. Sí, si estoy bien. Ok. Hmm. Escucho una mosca. Ok. La dejé de escuchar. ¿Por aquí fue que la escuché?
This is an unnerving place. I had never been here when I was little. Nanny kept me well away from it.
Hmm. Vámonos de aquí. No me gusta cómo se ve esto. Olvídate de las moscas. Te escucho una mosca terrible. Oye, yo la escucho como para acá. Tuvo un río aquí. Ah, vamos a seguir. Se fue el casco que le tiramos la foto. What? Yeah. Mira.
Hey! Los geht's! Hier lang! Hier drüben! Oh! Hey! Vorwärts! Hier! Sie sind da lang! Verdammt! Los! Laufen!
What is going on here? What are the soldiers doing?
Oh.
It's dangerous, I know, but I want to follow them and see what's happening.
Oh, wow.
Verdammt!
¿Tú crees que yo voy a seguir? No lo seguiría. Ok. Este bosque es fácil perderse. En verdad que ya me perdí. ¡Wow! Creo que es por aquí. Oh, wow, 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 wow.
Oh God, please no. Lapo, my dear friend. What have they done to you? Your handkerchief was the symbol of what you believed in. At least that is left of you.
Wow.
Dear Julia, are you surprised that I've addressed this to you and don't think you're dead? Everyone calls you Martha now, right? I know you too well. I can never understand why no one else can ever tell you apart. Not even your own mother and father.
What?
Martha is gone and I cannot reconcile myself.
Du hast ein Mädchen erschossen, du Idiot. Scheiße, scheiße, scheiße. Was machen wir jetzt?
Sieh mal, was sie um ihren Hals hat. Sie ist eine von ihnen. Es musste getan werden.
Sie ist die Tochter von General Erich K., du verdammter Trottel. Sie war die Freundin von diesem armen Kerl. Oh, verdammt, jetzt sind wir wirklich am Arsch. Scheiße, lass uns abhauen. Aber sie lebt noch. Sie liegt im Sterben. Siehst du, wo du sie getroffen hast? Sie ist bestimmt schon tot. Wir müssen jetzt abhauen, sonst sind wir auch bald tot.
Y la dejaron tirar. The fuck.
I'm dying, I thought. But strangely enough, I wasn't afraid. In fact, I was almost relieved. When I returned, I found myself once again in the midst of a bad dream. One whose meaning I did not understand at the time.
Oh my god.
I give you back your words. 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 I give you back your words.
Ah, no, ahora es. Ahora veo con mis sueños, ojos.
two sisters were destined to die. Julia, the first sister, and Martha, the second. On Julia's day of departing, identical twins stood before me, impossible to tell apart. They questioned my presence, since they were still so young. Julia must come with me, I demanded, but they both claimed to be Martha. I explained that Martha's fate was soon to be the same, and their games were useless. I didn't have time for it. The war was keeping me busy. But they didn't concede, and instead kept insisting. Can we follow you together? No, impossible. Are you sure Martha will die too? Nothing is certain in wartime. What if the wrong person went with you? Then you would have cheated death. One would die unjustly, and the other would simply be delaying her fate. They discussed amongst themselves, then hugged before one of them came forward. She stared in a determined, almost threatening manner. I guessed it was Martha sacrificing herself, giving more time to her sister. But I stayed silent, not to reveal their failed deception. No one lies to the face of their own death, so I asked how their choice was reached. We drew lots by throwing a medallion, she said quietly. They had trusted in fate. Oh, how naive they were. They knew fate plays by its own rules, which is true, but it is also my ally. Fate never would have allowed the wrong girl to follow me. In that case, my work was done. She must have been Julia. However, little to my knowledge at the time, that blasted medallion had the same name engraved on both sides. Martha's. So, my first assumption was correct. They were too damn smart, and had fooled both fate and me. One thing is for sure. I'll put things back where they belong. I will correct my ignorance and give fate back its blindfold.
Qué raro.
Damn, this hurts so bad. I can hardly breathe.
El entierro.
The ceremony is today, so I need a suitable dress.
Ok, aquí.
I would like to spend a moment with my sister, just me and her alone, before people arrive for the funeral and then take her away. No, my bag is not here. My diary. Lapo's letter.
Oh.
How is she? How is my daughter? Please, doctor. Please give me good news.
It's a miracle she's alive, Eric, but she will be all right. The bullet passed right by her heart and exited her chest. Unbelievably, it missed her lungs, spine, and heart. She could have been paralyzed or died. But thankfully, she's fine. I examined her thoroughly. She didn't even lose that much blood. She was lucky. And you were lucky, so to speak.
She was lucky that my wife went for a walk in the woods. Otherwise...
Otherwise, she would have bled to death, yes.
I don't know what to say. All of this. It's too much. So much death and suffering. Nothing more.
Don't worry, Erik. She's young, so she'll recover quickly. I'll be here all day anyway.
Thank you, Doctor, for everything. Do you mind coming with me to pick my wife up from the cemetery? The funeral will start soon in the chapel.
Of course not. Lead the way.
You know, with all of these preparations for the funeral, Irina wants everything to be perfect. It's her way of coping, so she doesn't have to think about everything going on. She is a woman who has suffered so much. Maybe too much.
Bueno, ahora seguimos. Última despedida.
Violence against citizens continues in La Romola.
What if the bag is here somewhere?
Family has come under fire. Now it is the life of her sister, Martha, that is in danger. The blow from the gunshot in her back could have killed her. It is only by the grace of God that the girl is alive. The anti-fascist political motive appears to be the only reason behind the cowardly act. The New Zealand troops are advancing slowly.
Estamos buscando la bolsa de ella.
On the 18th, they are still far from the Tavanelli Val di Pisa. The German resistance on the Tuscan hills has been exhausting for the invaders.
No, acá arriba no está. Ya está por aquí.
There's my bag. Thank God.
Aquel diario no está.
Let's hope Lapo's letter is in there.
¿No está aquí?
Dear Julia, are you surprised that I've addressed this to you and don't think you're dead? Everyone calls you Martha now, right? I know you too well. I can never understand why no one else can ever tell you apart. Not even your own mother and father. Martha is gone, and I cannot reconcile myself to that fact. I have to stay hidden, and sadly I can't run to you, even if I would love nothing more than to hold you tight and cry together. No words. I just want to be close to you. Can we meet in the barn tonight? I will try my best to be there around midnight. Don't be alarmed, but if things get ugly, please remember this number, 6934. He knew he was in serious danger, but what about the letter? I had it in my hand when the soldiers ran off. Mummy found me, and if she's read it, well, she hates Lapo, and now she must know who I am. No, she probably would have left me there to die. She'd rather have no daughter than the wrong one. Before I passed out, I must have put it back in my bag. There is no other explanation.
¿Tú crees?
July 19th. I retrieved the cameras at the lake, but I had convinced myself that I was the one who had hurt Martha. So much so that when I had the rolls with me on the way home, I found myself in another horrible dream. I don't even remember going to sleep. As soon as I woke up, I developed the film. The photos confirmed to me that my memory of that night was correct. It was a great relief. I have decided to go back to the lake in an attempt to communicate with the White Lady. I know it's a crazy thought, but I can't get it out of my head. I need to know what happened to Martha, so I must pursue every possible avenue, even the path of insanity.
Okay. Para que no salga ahora.
to see beyond appearances. There are those who betray me and speak ill of me, but someone will know how to give me the right advice.
Ok. Muy bien. That's crazy.
Dad loves these prints of Florence. I find them a bit sad.
Ok. Vamos allá. Esto sigue cerrado. Vamos a poner Marta. Vamos a leer el periódico como siempre.
Attempted murder in La Romola. After the murder of Julia Kay, today her twin sister is the victim of another attempted murder. The condition of the young girl, found by the German troops, is no cause for concern. The political motive behind this is becoming all the more clear. But that's not what happened. It's all wrong. Mummy was the one who found me. The German soldiers shot me. Best to stay quiet. No one ever believes the truth. New ordinance ban on the use of bicycles. Over the last few days, cyclists have once again shot at members of the Italian armed forces and at civilians in the streets. The offenders will be punished in accordance with German martial law.
Yantre.
Even in Florence, the war is beginning to be felt. Supplies are starting to run out. Bread may only last a few more days. Prices are rising dramatically. Meat can now be found for 100 to 140 lira per kilo. The gas has been cut and there is no coal. Attempted murder in La Romola.
Lo leímos ya.
The Battle of Tuscany. German operations in the Livorno area. Extremely violent fighting in the streets of the city.
Vamos a darlo aquí entonces.
I should pick up the phone but remain silent. If I let the caller speak first, I'll find out who it is.
Vamos allá. Vamos a chismear, vamos a chismear. Vamos a escuchar ese teléfono.
Hello? Mum? Can you hear me? Is there somebody there? Mr. Eric?
It's the nanny. I can confide in her. Nanny? Hello, it's me.
What? Hello? Oh, my lord. I must be dreaming or something.
No, Nanny, you're not dreaming. It's really me, it's Julia.
Oh, my God.
¿Qué?
Julia, my little sparrow. How wonderful. Sorry, but I thought you were dead. I saw you lying there dead. This brings me so much joy that... Actually, you must explain to me, my little sparrow. What is happening?
I told Nanny everything that had happened.
What? Ya le
She
dijo la
was
verdad.
sad for Martha, of course, but very happy at the same time. I was the one she had a special bond with. I explained to her that I wanted to try and meet the White Lady, even if I knew it was a silly idea. But she didn't think I was a fool. Quite the opposite. She explained to me what I should do in an attempt to meet her. It was complicated. I noted everything down carefully in my diary. Who knows, maybe she did it only to keep me occupied, while deciding what to do with me and who to warn. I won't ever know, though, because that very same day, a bomb struck the villa and she died. They all died. We should have been in that house ourselves, but instead, poor Nanny.
Se murió. Cayó una bomba.
Bye, Nanny. I love you.
Goodbye, my darling. I thought I'd lost you.
Wow.
Be careful, my little sparrow.
Now I know what must be done to meet the lady. Nanny has explained everything to me. I must try to meet her early in the morning when it is foggy, or all will have been in vain. That's what the legend says. This is what I need to do. 1. I must re-invoke her loss by putting her into contact with her lover. To do this, Nanny said to look for his grave in the woods, but there are so many. Daddy always said that infrared photos can see what the naked eye cannot. Maybe then they also see ghosts. There wouldn't be anything strange about that now, considering I'm trying to contact one after all. How crazy. 2. A part of me needs to enter her world.
Ahora hay que buscar fantasma aquí.
So I'll need scissors to cut some off. 3. I will need an object that connects her world to mine. I don't know what to do for this yet. Hopefully something will come to mind when I least expect it. 4. To communicate with her, I will need to use my tarot cards. I will meet with the lady on the island where her lover was executed.
Diantre. Chorrete de cosas necesitamos. Ok, vamos a ver qué es lo que falta. Vamos a buscar acá arriba. Ok. Dice que tengo que llamar a alguien. No, si es verdad. Ok, entonces... ¿Cuál número era? Era 6934, que es 6, 9, 3 y 4. Hello?
You've called this number. Damn, Lapo must be dead then. Rest in peace, fair comrade.
Yes, Lapo is dead. I am due...
No, don't talk. We don't need to know who you are. By calling this number, it means Lapo wanted you to complete his work. A telephone cable near the house of German General Erich K. has to be cut. One goes to the house, but there's another cable we suspect is connected to a secret base. That is the one that has to be cut. If you see any German vehicles around, let us know immediately. We won't use this number anymore. It's dangerous. Use a telegraph. That will be safer. I hope you know how to use them. Otherwise, you'll have to come up with something. This is important. Frequency X. Before the message, telegraph town on fire to identify yourself. Long live the homeland. Long live the liberation.
Should I sabotage the cable and become a spy? I don't know. My father is German.
Diantre.
Like betraying him even though he himself hates this war. But what happened to Lapo and those guys? If I can save someone's life, maybe I should try. Or maybe I can talk to Daddy about it. He may be able to advise me on what to do. Don't even know the first thing about all this. What were you thinking, Lapo?
Diantre, la primera decisión. ¿Debemos de ayudarlo o contarle al papá? Vamos a ayudarlo.
To cut the cable, I will need sharp scissors. Tailor scissors should be fine.
Ok. Pues vámonos. Vamos a cortar el cable.
My bike. The wheel is deflated as usual. A bicycle pump will solve this.
Ok. Debe de estar aquí en el... Ok. Súper raro. Oh, aquí donde están velando a la hermana Marta.
Poor little one. He's dead. Poor little guy. His place is by Martha's side. Nanny always calls me Little Sparrow. This is the part of me that died with Martha. It'll be safe next to her.
Ok. Te
Dear
levante.
Martha, this is my heart. Carry it with you.
Te levante.
I'm starting to understand how painful your condition must have been. Not being able to properly communicate with anyone is becoming increasingly difficult. I envied you, but I did not see your suffering. I did not understand your courage. I miss you so much, Martha. I'm not worthy to dress in your clothes. There's only a few signatures from my funeral. If people had known that it was actually Martha, there would have been far more. I'm sorry that I took this from you too. Commune of San Casciano, Province of Florence. Death certificate. From the Register of Death Certificates of this commune, number 174, part 3. Series 12 of the year 1944. It is certified that on the day of the 16th of July of the year 1944, Julia Kay has died, resident of Via Perciabaya, born in La Romola. On the 26th of February 1923, the daughter of General Erich Kay and Irene Kay, Don Attilio D. will give the funeral, and the esteemed Mr. Alberto M., who will look after the burial in the cemetery of La Romola. Telephone number 6537. The official state civil service. General Galeazzo T. That raven is making a big fuss. Holy
Qué raro
water.
está eso.
It's only water, and yet there's something special about it. Maybe it's the same raven that killed that poor sparrow.
Dámela ahí. Menos que hay que seguirla ahora.
Dress? It's made from the same fabric I found a shred of next to the lake. In fact, it is torn. It must be my mother's. My goodness. I started to suspect that Mummy could have been involved in Martha's murder. Lost in these thoughts, hours passed, and I completely forgot about the funeral. When I realized it was evening, they were already carrying the coffin towards the cemetery. She never loved me, I knew that well. But I would never have believed that. Had it been her? I struggled to believe it, but it made so much sense. At the lake, she must have thought Martha was me because she was convinced that I was dead.
Wow, ahora todo hace sentido. Ella mató. Ella cree que la mamá mató a Marta pensando que era Julia.
When the funeral ended, I felt an irresistible urge to play. I loved music. I started playing without thinking about the possible consequences. I didn't care anymore. I needed to feel alive, to exist again.
What's going on here? Julia? Is that you?
Hmm.
No, it's not possible. Martha's never played. She's deaf, yet no. This is madness. My God. So, Martha?
Hmm.
I understand now. You can get all of the attention, right? You were jealous, weren't you? Because she was a wonderful girl and you're just a useless little slut. How did
Wow.
you manage to convince her? I get it now. But she talked to me. No, it doesn't make sense. I will have you locked up in an asylum. You hear? That's enough. You will pay for what you've done, you cursed lunatic. They will torture you to reveal the monsters in your head.
Wow.
Her words were as sharp as blades. I tried to tell her that it wasn't me. I showed her the photos I developed that proved my innocence. But she grew all the more angry, calling me crazy, and then she began to hit me with everything she had at hand. I closed my eyes as more darkness began to take over in me. Memories came flooding back. Not memories of actual past events, but more so of feelings. Feelings I had when I was little. They were scary. They were the fears of a little girl. Despite what had happened, I went walking in the woods early the next morning to meet the lady. The evening before, my father had tried desperately to console me.
Talk to me, Julia.
Hmm.
You know I love you. I just want to understand what
Ay,
happened.
perdón.
I am happy you are alive.
What?
Even if we have lost Martha, your mother was just in shock. She didn't want to hurt you.
No, casi no. Vamos a ver las cartas. La dama.
I'm going to make it. It will all change eventually. But luck will not be my ally and everything will be very difficult.
Bueno, vamos a buscar a la señora del lago. Estoy metiendo, bueno, si es verdad. Buscar al amante primero. Que eso es en el cementerio. Vamos allá. Estamos acercándonos. ¿Por aquí?
I don't know what I'm hoping to find, but what else can I do? I will hopefully see if one of these graves is hiding something. I hope that the infrared film will show me.
Ok. Estamos. Pa. Ok. Vamos a checar, ya tenemos esto. Ahora ir al lago. Vamos para el lago. La 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 la. Qué bonito día. Sí. Sobre todo. Siendo por el camino más largo. Pero vamos a llegar. What the hell?
What is this place? This never used to be here. Another entrance, maybe?
Qué raro. Un búnker. Algo así. Sí, ahora que estamos buscando te no quieres salir, ¿verdad? Pero los otros días sí saliste. Ok. Vamos para la izquierda. Vamos bien. Aquí está el barquito. Esa casa de arriba, Gufio. Ok, vamos.
Without all the necessary elements, there's no point traveling to the island. Without all the necessary elements,
Oh,
there's
wow.
no point traveling to the island.
¿Qué nos falta? Vamos a buscar aquí. Dice que hay algo aquí. Ok, vamos a buscar la cámara entonces. La tiramos. Me pregunta, ¿tengo que revelar? Sí, tengo que revelar la foto. Pero vamos a cortar el cable antes de revelar la foto. Uy. Claro, esto se cae y nos jodimos.
A German tank. I have to report its location via the telegraph hidden near the cowshed. Daddy probably asked for a garrison after all that has happened. I should report its location via... This wire heads towards the house and then keeps going, so it must be the right one. Now all that remains is to go to the telegraph near the barns.
Ok. Bueno, vamos a revelar las fotos. No
The
lente.
yellow filter. If it were to snow, it would be perfect. The green filter. Useful for landscapes.
Son filtros. Ok. What the fuck? What the fuck? Hay alguien ahí. What the fuck?
There's the grave I've been searching for, and the spirit of a prisoner. Just like the White Lady, he is trapped in this world, but they can no longer meet one another. Evil is separating them.
Wow. Ok, ahora que arreglar la otra. Bueno, espérate. Oh, sí. ¿Dónde está la otra? ¿Fue esta? Creo que fue esta. Ok. Ok, vamos a revelar esta vez. Super creepy, que tú tienes una foto y sale una persona así posando y este mensaje.
What is this? A joke?
El que
Maybe
huye de
someone
la
wrote on the
luz
film?
se encuentra detrás
Also,
de
what
ella.
does that even mean? Light, like divine light? Something to do with religion, maybe?
Vamos a ver lo que tenemos. ¿Cómo es? Tenemos que volver otra vez ahí. What the
Oh
hell?
no, the fence has been destroyed.
Ah, diante, ¿qué pasó aquí?
It looks like it was slaughtered with a knife. Is someone threatening us? Nazi fascists at the stake. What? Who could have done this? What did these poor creatures have to do with anything?
Oh, wow.
If I wear this, it should allow me to make contact with her. With this object, she'll have to hear me, I have no doubt. I'm missing the element that connects my world to that of the White Lady. Oh, the lake. Of course. Why didn't I think of it sooner? The dress that I threw in the bushes that cursed day. It's been sitting beside the lake for a few days now, in a world that is both mine and hers.
Ok, vamos para el lake.
Without all the necessary elements, there's no point traveling to the island.
Espérate, ¿qué es? Algo que estaba aquí. Un dress. ¿Qué era esto? Míralo ahí. Ok.
Here it is. I hope it works.
Mi pregunta es cómo la nana sabía de
Now that I have
todo.
everything I need to communicate with the lady, I can finally go to the island.
¿Cómo la nana sabía que todo este procedimiento de hacer esto para poder invocarla? Me asuste. Wow, wow. Okay.
This little boat is Nanny's husband, Pride and Joy. He used to take me fishing in it many years ago. I don't understand why Mother never wanted me and Martha to use it.
Bien duro se escucha el motor este. Hombre. Aquí. ¿Dónde es el parqueo? A ver allá. Uf. Eso estuvo cool. Ok, damita. Ahora soy la que te estoy buscando. Ok.
This is the tree the lover was hung from, according to the legend.
Ajá, ¿y dónde está ella? Oh, no.
A roll of film. It's the one that I was taking out of the camera just before I discovered Martha's body. It should contain shots from before that moment. With a bit of luck, one of the shots has captured the moment of Martha's murder. I will then finally have an answer. Was it really Mummy? I will develop it as soon as I can, but now it's time to speak with the White Lady.
¿Qué tú me dices? Ay, no.
I will wear her lover's cross to draw her to me. A lock of my hair to enter into her world. I will use the tarot cards to communicate with her. The first 10 will be used like I did with Nanny. Once 2 cards have been chosen, it should begin.
Whoa. Okay.
You camouflage yourself in the woods to approach me. You blend in with the water to make yourself known. You wish to communicate with me through the energy of symbols. You use my pain to summon me. You are very bold. You call upon me for knowledge that I do not possess, for answers I do not have. I am only a vessel, like water, like air, a vessel to move and breathe.
It worked. Now I need to choose 2 cards. Here we go.
Esta.
You will no longer be able to tell light from darkness. In sorrow, the difference is so subtle. You are alone, and you will remain alone. Memories are abandoning you. They are your only true companions. Now they take the place of your happy childhood, and they may return to keep you company. Part of our soul embraces the people we love. It is then torn away from us when these people disappear. The wound is deep and it cannot heal. Faith vacillates. Death causes fear. But the church is a safe place. It is home and mother to its children. Faith is the light. Do not lose it. Finding it again is almost impossible. I lost it in sorrow, and without time, I am lost in the dark.
Okay.
I can sense that you want to know who did it, but I do not have the answer. You must find it yourself. Do not ever try to enter through the front door if you wish to reach the heart. Your twin sister might have the answer you are looking for. Even after death, we leave traces of ourselves, don't we? Everything is indefinite if you look at the essence of things.
Wow. Si ya no tiene la respuesta de quién mató a Marta.
You do not have control of yourself. There is a dark figure inside you. The wounds are feeding it. It will do things you do not like. It will use your desires, your guilt, the darkest parts of your conscience. The daughter, the house, the mother. The daughter comes from the mother's house, then makes herself a home and becomes a mother. This cycle is broken. To undo the knot, find the son. He is the original sin reflected on you. The one who gave you the light wishes to take it back. She wants control. Bit by bit, she is crumbling your life. You have to stop her.
What the hell? Qué viaje. Mira que me asustó la manito esa jalándote hacia este extraño lugar. What the hell?
Speaking with the White Lady confused me even more, but at least now I have this key.
Wow. Bueno, mucha información, muchas cosas que hay que resolver. Vamos a darlo aquí por este episodio. Continuaremos más con Martha is Dead. Es interesante lo que ha pasado hasta ahora. Le demos las llaves. Mira que estas son las llaves para el cuarto de Juliet. Que hay algo metido. Veremos qué es lo que guarda ese cuarto. Nos veremos en la próxima. Estamos gozando.